What's going on, everybody? This is your boy King Germ, one half of Pod and Saved Our Marriage. Each and every Friday, Queen Germ and myself drop an episode to show the people how Pod and saved our marriage. Now, we're not like most married couples. Most of the time we disagree, but that's the beauty of this show. So, when you get through listening to Sparrows on the Review, come give us a listen. Each and every Friday on any DSP, go look for Pod and Saved Our Marriage.
I am JR.
And I'm Stacy.
And this is Sparrows Under Review. So I want to take you all back with me real quick to a time when two movies came out at the same time. And one movie was called Barbie, which unequivocally and unequally was a decent movie.
I enjoyed it.
And then we're on to this next movie by Christopher Nolan. And Christopher Nolan, real quick for everyone, he is the one guy that produced those good Batmans, the last few ones that we've seen, the Heath Ledgers and all that. And he's done an other array of movies. He is basically considered like a Steven Spielberg of this time.
In your opinion?
In more than just my opinion, more people will agree with that. And my thing is that with him, when he makes a movie, people get behind it, whatever. So here goes the story of Oppenheimer. Now, the only reason I tied in Barbie to this is because people were going to see Barbie and Oppenheimer, whatever you want to call it. They were going to see one of these either first or second. And most people that, from what was put on the internet, that most people that went to see Oppenheimer first and then seen Barbie were left in a confused state.
So I do need to jump in right now and just to put this out there because we're getting into the realm of based on true event stuff. Anything that we say in this is just stuff of how we interpreted it, how we understood it, stuff that we have found on Wikipedia, no direct quotes of anything. Let's see, what else do I need to throw in there? Yeah, these are just our opinions. You might not agree with what we say, but we don't care. You're entitled to your opinion, just like we're entitled to ours. If you disagree and you want to tell us, that's fine too. Just do it in a nice way, please.
Agreed on. So basically, just to give a small story on this movie, because I want to give this movie its time because it was considered one of the best movies of this year, which is wild to me.
I can see that if you know what's going on. So I'm going to throw my disclaimer. Like, I'm not completely ignorant when it comes to it, but I don't know a lot of details that happen around this time. I was one of those kids, it was history. I didn't pay a whole lot of attention in school, so it really didn't matter to me. So I was lost in a lot of this. Like, I didn't understand because there was a lot of back and forth. You started in the courtroom, and then you had flashbacks, and then you would break to something else, then you would break somewhere else, and then you'd go back, and then back, and then back. And it just really confused me, and it was overwhelming what was going on.
So, to continue on what I was saying real quick, just to throw this in there. Third highest grossing film of 2023. The highest grossing World War II related film ever. The highest grossing biographical film. The second highest grossing rated R film of all time. And I don't get it.
I don't get that either.
Now, being someone that is a historian, yes, and I know I have vast knowledge,
you do.
History was something I know pretty well. This guy being the father of the atom bomb, part of the Manhattan Project, which was, part of the nuclear weapons thing that the America was doing at the time to build weapons of mass destruction. So if you don't know that story and you watch this, mm-hmm, it's just like trying to eat hot dogs and thinking it's bologna. It tastes a little bit like bologna.
Even though it's made out of the same thing, it tastes different.
Yeah, different composition. So one thing I don't like about the style of this movie is make it linear. This is one of these movies where if it went on a straight line and then did a flashback.
Yeah, I feel like that would have been easier to understand. Like, keep it to the point.
Right.
And I get what they were trying to do, but it didn't work for me.
A 3-hour movie that took us in every direction but straight.
Right.
and I hate to be that critical because I've never been that critical because my face did something different. My teeth came out further. Here's my gist on this. So we needed a better story for actual Oppenheimer. We need to know why Oppenheimer was even here in the United States in the first place. We never truly got a full grip on why he was here.
I mean, if you look on Wikipedia, it gives you a lot of information. It says that he was studying somewhere, Cambridge, and then got homesick, and then ended up at Berkeley, where he met his wife, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know if that's where he met her or not. But reading the plot on Wikipedia and actually watching the movie, maybe I was having a bad day. Maybe we weren't feeling the movie. That's why we just didn't get it. But I don't know. From what I read on Wikipedia under the plot, just doesn't fit with what I saw in the movie.
Right. And to me, it had some good aspects, but like when we were getting more of the Oppenheimer character,
Right.
like he was a serial cheater. That's something that came out.
Right.
But it never went into the devices of why he pulled this way or what motivated him to have a change of heart after he developed.
Well, I mean, I think within the movie, he talked to the guy because they were wanting to create, what was it, the atomic bomb, and then the other guy suggested the hydrogen bomb. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Or something like that. Like I said, don't quote me on any of that stuff because I'm not all familiar with all of that stuff. And they turned down the hydrogen bomb and wanted to go with the atomic bomb. And they're like, well, this country or that country is already there, so why aren't we? Figure it out. Because, basically we want to be the baddest continent or country on the planet. So I feel like they pressured him into doing this. And I feel like he always was like, well, I'm doing this because they told me to. In order for me to be in the United States and accepted by them, I have to do what they tell me to do. Yes, I know that it's going to hurt people, and I know that it's going to be a problem in the future, but that's not, essentially he said, I'm not worried about that because I'm not going to make the choice where to put it. I'm just going to create it or help create it.
And I can go with that.
Because I think I heard him say once or twice, because he was talking to the guy, he's like, well, they're going to kill people with this. He goes, we're just designing this for them. What they do with it is up to them.
Right.
And I remember that part.
And I like the dialogue between him and Matt Damon's character, because Matt Damon was the guy with the mustache.
Yeah.
The colonel officer type guy. They had a good relationship going. And then I liked, what I got pissed off about, which really made me mad, was the inclusion of Albert Einstein. Had we known what Albert Einstein had said to Oppenheimer early on, we would have known what his fall from grace would be like.
And they did that in the movie.
At the very end, though.
They did it on purpose. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't have a lot of good things to say about the movie. It confused me.
Right.
I mean, as a person that I need to comprehend and understand the whole story, especially if it's going to be based on true events. Like, you already have a 3-hour movie. So, why am I still confused?
Right. At some point, it should have picked you up and brought you into it the right way.
Right.
And I don't feel like the aspect of being a storyteller was put in this movie at all. I think that it was a lot of great ideas, because some of the stuff, if the sequencing had been different, or just like I said, we needed a straight line. We didn't need to go down these different roads that a lot of the stuff didn't get complete to me.
Right. It says that their budget was $100 million and their box office brought in $949 million. Like, you're telling me they couldn't have, like, either broke that up and made it 2 movies to make it make sense? Or, I mean, like I said, you're already at 3 hours, so cut out some details that you don't need and give me a little more that I do need. Like, I don't need to know that you know, the United States basically put all the blame on him when it was a presidential call, and he had no say in it, and he got punished for it, or they tried to punish him for it.
And his fault.
That's what I got out of it. I got out of it that the U.S. government said, do this. He did this. And so now he has to suffer because the government felt bad for all the people they killed and maimed and destroyed. That's what I got out of this movie.
Right. Let's have us a scapegoat. He created this, and then let's turn him into a scapegoat. That's what really pissed me off about it.
Which is, I'm surprised that they let this come out then. Because if they're doing it for that, what are they doing now?
Right.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
What are they hiding right now that they're blaming people for?
Right. It puts you into a conspiracy theory mode, and I didn't want that to happen in my movie experience. I wanted to watch this movie.
But now that I'm sitting here thinking back about it, like what are they doing now? What are they blaming on someone right now? Because they told him to do something.
Yeah, just to have a scapegoat. So people be careful with that. But overall, this will not be a movie I ever watch again.
Right.
If I had known that it was going to be like this, it would have been treated the same way I treat Avatar.
DNF.
Right.
You know what that means, right?
No.
Did not finish. Book term.
Right, I thought I finished Avatar.
I don't know.
I finished the second one.
Oh, I don't know. You haven't seen the first one.
Sorry. I watched parts of the first one, yes.
Parts of it, but you didn't finish it.
Right. Dumpster
so
juice.
DNF.
Yeah. So it's sort of like Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, that's a DNF for me too.
Yeah. So some of these movies just do this, and I want to say this in the politest light. For the historical reference of this movie, had I been more affirmated with this topic, and it probably, I hate to say this, but I enjoy watching any movie when it's brand new, but it has to be something that draws me in. The only thing that drawed me in was that this movie was on an open day with Barbie, and they were calling it Barbieheimer or Up in Barbie.
Right. I will say that the people, the actors, the actresses, whoever did the editing, the film, like, it was a very well done film.
Yes. Like,
don't get me wrong there. But as far as comprehending and understanding, like you said, it just didn't make sense. Just because it looks good doesn't mean it is good.
Right.
I will never watch this movie again. And I would not recommend it to anybody that I know. But I will say this. If you were familiar with the atomic bomb and everything that went around Oppenheimer, I believe that you would probably enjoy this movie. You just need to know the history and understand everything and be able to fill in the pieces. It's kind of like I know it's not kind of like it, but in my mind, it's kind of like the Harry Potter series, books versus movies. If you've read the books, you can fill in the pieces of the movies. And I know that that's different because it's real life versus fiction. But it makes sense to me, and it might make sense to someone out there that might have the same thought concept.
Right.
It's kind of like the book version to the movie version, real life to movie.
Sort of like when I did that Twilight experiment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The book is always better than the movie, and real life is always better detailed than a biography or bibliography, or that's Bible, isn't it?
So anyone wanting to know more about this, definitely go check out the book American Prometheus by Kay Bird. And that's what this movie was based off of.
Okay.
And that is an easy way to get into this. And not to take away from anything else, but on that note about this movie, I'm going to say this, and I want this to stay with everybody. Everybody's cinematic experience is different. Had me and Stacy been more versed in this may have been more enjoyable, in my opinion.
Right, like I said, if you know the history, it would have been better.
But as a moviegoer, I don't want to have to if I have to put that much education into something, I'm not going to watch it.
Right.
Because I'd rather read the book and not even bother with a screen adaptation.
Right. So we want to thank you and remind you everything that we have said is our opinion and our opinion only. We are not giving you factual information. We just want to let you know what's going on in our heads. So thank you for listening.
And I'm JR.
And I'm Stacy.
We're signing off.
It can be hard to teach your kids about how their emotions can affect their actions and attitudes. Sometimes it is the smallest thing that can make us angry and react in unkind ways. What Should Dragon Do follows Dragon and her two roommates as they navigate the everyday irritations of living together. Dragon responds in anger when things don't always go her way. Through question and answer, kids learn how to choose patience and kindness and how to make better choices. Written by Stephanie Webb with beautiful and colorful illustrations by Kids Art, What Should Dragon Do will make you laugh as you read about Dragon and her adventures with her friends. What Should Dragon Do can be ordered online through Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Chapters Indigo, or directly from the publisher at friesenpress.com. It is also available as an audiobook on Audible.